Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and today we are getting a emergency patch update. And y'all, it's crazy. It's almost like we're getting everything that we have asked for in Ni no Kuni right now. It's absolutely crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. We're gonna read through the dev note. Let's go ahead and dig in. So first off, shout out to this real quick patch notes, which I never expected to come out. They changed the 4-star familiar selector, not only for the Level Up Celebration Bundle 8, but also for the login reward for the 100-day event. So you will be able to get Rimu and Crab-A-Lantern now. That's absolutely incredible. I think, you know, that was like the one thing that I was kind of bummed out about because I was hyped for that because they were selectable in the Korean and CN version of the game. And within a day of literally us talking about it on stream, like it got changed. And you know, I'm not saying it's me, but I think just the community around this, like things that we're upset about are getting addressed. And that's, you know, this is even like a mild thing, and we'll get into more serious issues here when we talk about the dev letter. But along with other changes such as the pet changes, which came out, the changes to not only compensate us for mount decorations, but also to re-implement the mount decorations with the Citadel quest. Like, these are small detail-oriented things that were needing to be addressed, and they got addressed, and they were addressed in a timely manner. And it's been communicating to us, right? We got another dev note. This communication is going on. So whenever I'm in a situation and I'm covering a game, I've done this with War of the Visions, I've done this with other games, I do like to call out when a company is doing something right. And I think right now what's going on is Netmarble, or the developers of Ni no Kuni, is actually listening to the community and doing something fantastic. And I think this is exactly what we need. And so far, Netmarble has actually delivered on almost everything that the community has asked for. Pretty much the only thing I think people are still like hung up a little bit on is like the asteroid and territe situation. But even that has been addressed in a variety of ways. So in the open dev letter, they did talk about 3 issues, and they're very important issues. And literally every one of these issues is something we have talked about on stream. It's something that players and I have talked about as like points of frustration, and we've never had clarification. And this is why this is so great on like what they're doing, because they actually are giving us tangible information on what they're doing to address these issues, specifically for hacking and cheating, for the Lava Valley matchmaking, and for the pets. So it's just great to see this. So first, in response to hacking and cheating, they talked about how they have been investigating this. They've modified their anti-cheat system. I had thought that they were modifying their anti-cheat system through an update. For those of you that have the PC client went through a whole update, and you had to re-accept terms of service a couple of weeks ago. And I thought that was a little bit weird because usually you only have to do that if something's changing. So I thought they might have been implementing something for anti-cheating or hacking, something along those regards. And they basically confirmed that they are. On select servers, they have been implementing modified versions of their anti-cheat software, essentially, in order to try and contact people or to track people in terms of hacking. So they're talking about how that's been implemented on limited servers, and they're going to roll that out in a broader capacity. And this could be another reason why, for example, hacking on my server is not too bad. We maybe, or in our data center on the North American side, I feel like we very rarely see hackers, but you hear a lot about it on the Southeast Asian side. So it's possible we're going to be seeing something done about this. And I think this really gives credit to the capability, like people voicing their frustrations around cheating and hacking. And I've never seen a video game company openly talk about hacking. I have actively been involved with other game companies, and they literally tell me, like, when I'm doing something with them or when we're at an event or anything like that, you're supposed to just ignore the hacking and not have an official statement on it. So it's really amazing to me that Netmarble, like, I don't know if people realize how forward thinking this is of Netmarble to actually acknowledge that there's an issue. That is a huge thing for a game company to do, and I think we should all recognize that. And for people who are in the industry, like, yeah, what, you know, why is it a big deal? Trust me, guys, it's a really big deal that they even acknowledged it and talked about what they're doing. Lava Valley matchmaking as well. So we have an update of the Lava Valley matchmaking system. They've gotten a ton of feedback. They're looking into the overall matchmaking system and are in the process of conducting tests to improve the matchmaking algorithms. One of the discussions we are having is on the topic of players being matched against opponents with a large combat power difference. So please continue to share with us your valuable feedback on the matter. In terms of Lava Valley, this is definitely frustrating, but I think it's also, I think what's frustrating is different CP scores can indicate different attack values, and attack seems to be way heavily weighed compared to other stats. Like you'd have someone like me at 1.7 million as like a rogue, and I am going to be maybe not nearly as strong because I don't have cursing on my weapons, right? Because my cursing went down. So it's an issue of both cursing and it's an issue of stat balance and calculation. I honestly feel like it would be, you know, I don't have a overall solution for this, but I'm glad that they're talking about it and that they're continuing to change it. They did mention pets as well, and they talked about the changes that they made. They also pointed out that they added more purchase limits, so you can purchase 20 tickets instead of 10 in the Asterite Metal Shop. This was something I actually missed in my news video, so this is one of those things where I was like, oh, this is nice. The cost of fusion has been lowered. If you use Territe to fuse pets prior to the adjustment, they refunded all of your Territe, and it's just incredible. I mean, like, to see a game company like do this and listen to pretty much give us everything that we've asked for, to me is absolutely remarkable. Now, again, my one drawback with this is I don't think the auto burst charge should be locked behind the pet system, but with this change, I do feel like I will be able to access that system in the near future because I think I'm going to have more access to pets as a whole. And I think it gives me something as a higher end player to use my Territe on. So I think the pet system is actually in an okay spot, and there is incentive for me to try and get to that 5-star level. Anyway, everybody, please let me know what you guys think about this. I know I'm, you know, just over the moon. Like, I love the communication. I think the only thing I would want to see changed in the immediate future outside of all of these that they're talking about right now on the tip of right in my mind is the ranking system where multiple people can get ranked, like where a whale can rank in top 10 on multiple classes. I know that was a real big bummer for a couple of people, but on my server, especially for Rogue in particular. But outside of that, like, shout out like to Netmarble. You're actually listening, doing a good job, and really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning. And my food video will be coming out later today. So see you guys all later.